Hi everybody, here's Beau. He's getting so big already. I can't believe he's only 10 weeks old, but he's already getting to be big. We had our first vet appointment today, and he is 12 pounds now. So here's the rest of him. He's pretty soon I'm not going to be able to pick him up for the videos. We're just going to have to take a picture of him on the floor or something because he's getting big already. And he's doing great with his training. He's not biting as much as he bites my hands, but you know, puppies will be puppies. But he is adorable. We love him. And I will go ahead and put him down and we will go from there. Thank you. Hold on just a moment. Hi everyone, Penny from Sage Butterfly Designs. How's everyone doing today? I just wanted to stop by. I wanted to announce last week's winners. I guess this week's winners from the giveaway last week, as well as give you a stitchy update. It's going to be kind of a short video. I've been really busy with the weddings this week, and this weekend is even more crazy. So I'm doing the best I can with all that. I've got tons of photos to edit and everything, so not getting much stitch time in there. But in the last video, I was able to finish the Teenie Tiny. You'd expect me to be able to finish the Teenie Tiny Halloween 2, or Halloween 1, I'm sorry. Here was the pattern, and that's the Teenie Tiny Halloween 1 by the Sweetheart Tree. And I did decide to leave off the border. I wanted to go ahead and make that into a little pillow, and I thought the border would be too much. And I did change out the beads. I was trying to use a corally pink color like they had, and it just wasn't showing up with enough pop, so I decided to go with the with like a purple color, kind of give it a little bit of pop there with that. So that is my first finish. Eventually I can FFO it, right? Okay, just a second while I switch here. The next one I did finish is the Millhouse Buttons and Beads Dahlia. And here it is finished. I was going to remove it from the hoop, but I did have a few questions about this, so I wanted to go ahead and answer those before I took it off the hoop. I don't remember who it was. I saw it on Flosstube somewhere, but someone had said to go ahead, and I was trying to figure out how to hoop it because holding it in hand, I've got a little bit of arthritis in my hand, and if I try to hold on to something for too long in that small, like, of the paper, or if it's just fabric, if I hand hold it for too long, it ends up hurting my wrist and hand. So it's easier for me to put it in some kind of a hoop. It gives me a little bit more grip. So I was trying to figure out how to put perforated paper into the hoop without destroying the paper, because I never really used the perforated paper before. And I found on a Flosstube where she was saying that basically what she did was she took an old t-shirt. So yep, that's one of my old t-shirts. And then you would just baste stitch it onto the t-shirt, put it into the hoop, and then on the back, oh gosh, I gotta show you the back of my work, but no judging here, come on. On the back of it, you just cut out around the basting to where you could then stitch without being encumbered. So I will go ahead and I will be removing it off, obviously off the t-shirt, and then from there I can FFO it. But I did want to take a moment to show that since I was asked about it. All right, so those are my finishes. I'm happy to have two little finishes. I know they were small and I was so close last time that there's no reason why they did not get finished. Pardon the mess behind me. With a puppy, I can't have anything on the floor. So it all ends up raised up. So now my house is not as nice and neat as I would like it to be. So we'll just do the best we can with that. Okay. Works in progress. First one is going to be the Hocus Pocus. This was from the Caterpiller kit, and on my, I guess, bi-monthly kit, and I started it on the 6th of this month. And excuse my few parked threads here, move them out of the way. And here is where I am at. To darken fabric, I need to put the whiteboard behind it. So here is where I'm at. I used all their colors that they called for, with the exception of this sign. I did decide to use my own variegated thread in that, but the rest of it is called for. I don't have it right with me to show you, to tell you which thread that is. If you want to know, just leave me a message, a comment, send me an email, whatever, and I'll answer that question. I might put it in my next video. I'll be more prepared and actually get that information out to you. But that is my work in progress with that one. The only other one I've been working on is September, which is the month-to-month stitching with the Housewives collection. And hold on, my phone is ringing. All right, so last time you saw it, I don't think I even had September finished. So this time I've got September finished out, plus I started up on the tree, and my parked threads are just kind of hanging around there. So excuse them. I am absolutely loving how this is turning out on that gingham. It is a 32, let me make sure I got my notes over here, my 32 count gray gingham from Stitched Modern, and it's 2/2 in the Cold Floor Classic colors. And I'm loving this. I got my, oh, actually in the haul, I did get my November one in, and I think I'm just gonna have to skip October for the time being and go from September to November so I can actually have it displayed, because otherwise I'm gonna always be a month or two behind schedule. So that is my works in progress. So I told you that was going to be pretty cut and dry. I did not have any new starts, and I will go ahead and show you my haul. Hold on just a moment and I will get that out for you. Give me, okay, so I've already told you I got the November one in. So here is the November month-to-month Stitching with the Housewives collection. So I'm not sure which gingham I'm putting that on yet. It might be just that the one I was going to use October for, because I haven't received my order from the Stitchery Express. I ordered some more gingham from, but I haven't received it yet. So and then here's all the classic colorworks that came, the ones that go with the November. So they came with the kit as well. So yeah, I guess I'll be stitching that one up next to go with the, so I can actually have it finished and ready to go for November. All right, I'm gonna probably need backing on this since it's paper. So of course, when I was checking on my November order, they emailed me the Fat Quarter Shop ordered me a coupon. Can't let the coupon go to waste. So I ordered some more charts. The first one is the official cookie taster. And that is, hold on, let me catch up to myself. It is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. So that will be cute to go with all my other cookie Christmas things that I probably am going to have a hard time stitching all of. It's always next year. We'll get it done. It'll happen. All right. Well, then I also decided to order a few of the apple designs to go with September. So here are two of them. And let's see here, that's Fresh Apple Pie and the Apple Orchard. And those are, they're not going to get done till next year, but I'll have them so that next year when I'm ready, I'll have that to do. And then I also got apple picking, and I got the sunflower seeds to go with August. So again, these are stitching for next year, so there's not going to be any rush on those patterns at all. And while I was out of town, I went to my mind is running quicker than my mouth is. When I was out of town, I went to an LNS and they had a big clearance sale. So, coupons, clearance sale. Penny spends money. At any rate, we have Sweetheart Tree. And I found this cute pattern. It's got a little bunny on it. I'm trying to get it to where it's not glaring up too bad. There we go. Bunnies and their little motifs, little heart. I thought it'd be really cute come springtime. So I'll stitch that up closer to spring. And that a little bit. I'm gonna help if I turned on a light, maybe. Sorry. I'm still learning all this stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody being patient with me through all of this. Well, Artie the Vintage Stitcher would love this. I ended up getting some clearance sale on some older patterns, but they can always be refreshed. And this one is the Country Quilt Collection. And I love this. I know I can just make all kinds of different color combinations to just kind of go with the monthly and seasonal things. It doesn't have to always say apples or sunflowers or whatever. I can just kind of put in some of the quilting stuff in there with the right colors, and that'll be nice. I love botanicals. So the herb garden, and they're just a bunch of small patterns. They can either be stitched together or separately. So that will be a good spring stitch. And this one, placemats for all occasions. What I loved about it, let me make sure you guys can see that. What I love about it is just all of the borders. Sometimes I want to add a border and I just don't know what to put in there, or I just kind of need a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help or whatever. I thought those were really nice. Could even want to learn hardanger, and putting like maybe some of this around some of the hardanger, that would be really pretty too. Holiday treasures. So again, just a bunch of smalls to go in for the decorating for the different seasons. And then the last one is samplers of the heart. I was going to say from the heart, but it's of the heart. And I really like this one. I like all that with the bird in the meadow. I like that. But they're just a nice samplers. So even though I probably shouldn't have been spending money on more patterns that I don't even have direct times when I'm going to get them done, on the same token, these are like next year stitches. But all those pattern books and the Sweetheart Tree one, I spent a total of $2, so I can't complain too much. I didn't go too much over budget on that. Of course, order material and everything else, that'll quickly put me over budget of everything. Okay, so I hope that everybody that filled out the contact form received and is enjoying the pumpkin chart. I can't wait to see yours. Please send me a message, a link to your Flosstube if you're putting it on Flosstube, or your Instagram. Send me an email with your information if you're posting on social media, so I can certainly follow it, so I can see how well you're doing. You can always hashtag Sage Butterfly Designs, and that way I'll be able to see it as well. I post it on my Facebook. I need to create a group, but I'm getting to that. I did do a new design. Well, I finished it. I had it 3/4 of the way complete. But I did finish a design, and I put it on my freebie page. So everybody who filled out the contact form and has the link to the freebie, the free charts, I do have a new chart on there, and it is candy corn. So it is done in all black work. I personally don't like it on the black fabric shown here. However, when I tried printing it off on a cream colored fabric, you can barely see the design itself. You can tell it's black work, but that yellow is just all blurred out. So that is why I went ahead and put it on black, just so you could see the design. But that is a freebie on the freebie page. So if you already have the link, great, go over there, pick it up. And again, let's see everybody's stitching. So definitely. All right, giveaway winners. First of all, I am so sorry about how the pictures turned out, and I was so upset about it, but I did not have time to go back and refilm or redo something or figure out the editing software on how to make the pictures fit in there instead of them blowing themselves up. I'm going to be learning more about editing soon. I've got I say I have some time off next week. I'm not doing as many weddings. However, I'll be editing a bunch of pictures. I had a wedding. Yeah, well, I have 2 from previous week still left to edit. I had a wedding. Sorry, somebody distracted me outside. I had one last night. I have one tonight. I have 3 tomorrow. 1 Sunday, 1 Monday. So I'll be doing a lot of weddings over the next few days. And then on top of that, then like I said, I've got to edit photos like crazy so people can have their wedding photos. Everybody wants their wedding photos. They don't want to wait, which I understand. So I do the best I can to get them out to them as quick as possible. I feel bad that I don't have last week's complete. So they'll be getting an email today telling them they're getting additional photos for free because of my delay. All right, so the first one that we had for the giveaways last week is All Hallows Eve, which the keyword on that one was spooky. So there's the pattern. Okay, so the winners of the All Hallows Eve with the keyword of spooky was Bio Boy Stitcher, and I'll put your name. You just goes off of your YouTube names. So I don't know if you filled out a contact form or not. Just send me an email. Let me know your name or your email address. Obviously, if you're emailing me, I'll have your email address. So send me an email telling me that you're actually the Bio Boy Stitcher, and I'm going to put your name right in here so you can see your name on there to make sure it is you as it is one. The next one at 1 is Jerry, and again the name won't be spelled here. It is Geri, and again I did not see that a contact form was filled out, so just send me your email and just email me that you were the winner of the All Hallows Eve, and I'll go ahead and get that email right over to you. Okay, the next one is Trick or Treat, So here's the whole pattern if you would like to see it, since before it was kind of all blown up and looking like crap. But there it is. I'm just trying to see it, if you can see it. I turned off the light because I don't like the light on me. Here we go. Let's try that. Sorry, I'm used to working in the dark. It's easier to edit photos that way. All right, and this is Trick or Treat, and the keyword was treat. And the winner of that, I do have contact forms filled out for both Audrey Fleming and Roxanne Green. So I will get those emailed out to you. We'll say by the end of the month. It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday definitely. So definitely by Tuesday, if not before, you will receive that in your email. And that would be the Trick or Treat pattern. The next one was the Floral Butterfly. There's that design. And I have both of the emails for this one as well. And that is Mary Bergman and Karen Daniel. So I have both of your information, and again, I'll get that out to you no later than Friday, or no later than Tuesday, sorry, no later than Tuesday, and that way you will have that. I don't have that one printed out. Hold on just a moment, because I'm not going to try to put a photo on there again, so give me just a moment. Okay, now that I printed this out, let's try this again. This is the Oh Christmas Tree. It's not showing up very well in the picture. Just all blurred up and everything. I'm sorry. At any rate, the Oh Christmas Tree was won by Christine Bramble and AJ Borthwick. And I have both of your information, so you'll be getting it by Tuesday of next week. I'll get that out, emailed over to you. The next one is the Flower Power. And that one is Mikey, probably Mikey maybe. I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounce. Lichtenberg. And that's down here. And I do have your information, so I'll get that to you on Tuesday. The other winner, your YouTube name is just the letter K. So, K, you won, but please send me an email to let me know that you won the Flower Power chart so I can email it over to you. And the last one is Flakes. And that is this one. And the winners of that is Pat Wigger. And I do have your information, so that'll be emailed over to you no later on Tuesday. And the other winner is Mighty One. So please send me an email, and that way I can get that over to you. Email address is real simple, Sage Butterfly Designs, all one word, @gmail.com. So easy. And it is linked in the description below, so you can go ahead and get that. All right, so next giveaways. First one is Sweetheart Tree, the Teenie Tiny Halloween one. It will not have these charms right here. So you will need to get some kind of a little charm for it. And then, of course, you'll have to get the beads. It didn't even come with the beads, the first one. So you'll need to go ahead and get those. Otherwise, the keyword for this one is going to be tiny. Of course, with any of the giveaways, it must be a subscriber, must be 18 years or older, and fill out the contact form to avoid any delays, and to get access to the free charts, which would also include the candy corn one that I just showed a little bit ago. The next one is Trim It Kit, this floral cat. It includes the chart, instructions, 11 count Aida, thread and needle. The finished size is 13 by 13 centimeters, or about 5 by 5 inches. And the keyword is going to be cat. And the last one was in my stash for too long. My son did have a pirate theme going on, so I got this to do for him. And now he has changed that. He has decided he is no longer into pirates, so now I've got this full kit that I'm passing on to somebody who would like to stitch it. It is I think it's pronounced Rollius is the name on here. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It contains a color chart, 16 count white Aida, floss, needle, and the finished size is about 12 by 16 inches, or 30 by 40 centimeters. And the key word to that is going to be pirate. All right, so my next video will not be until 10/4. So I will draw for winners on 10/3 and announce the winners on 10/4. And go ahead and fill up that contact form listed below. Like I said, that way you can get access to the free charts, as well as I can just immediately send things on and not have to worry about checking back with you or waiting for an email or any other way of contacting me. If you have any questions about any of my other designs, or if you're interested in any of my designs, let me know. Anybody who filled out my contact form after I sent out the free pumpkin chart, so that would have been anytime after, I think it was about 3 o'clock or something. Anyway, after Friday, if you did not receive the email that had the free pumpkin chart on it, and you would like to have the 3 pumpkins chart, just send me an email saying, hey, I filled out the contact form and I didn't get the pumpkin chart, and I'll be happy to email that over to you. So if you're interested in that and want it, just let me know and I'll get that over to you. Other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful stitching weekend. I'm not going to have much stitching going on. Hopefully I can catch up on my stitching the next weekend. I only have one wedding the next weekend, so phew, I can finally try to catch up with myself. But everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you all on the 4th. Thank you. Bye.